God has a definite purpose and plan, which we are going to try hard to unveil to you so that you might have a profound of this mystery that was revealed to me. Now it's necessary for me to call your attention to what God really is. God is Spirit. Spirit is the universal substance which everything emanates therefrom, but abides within. I hope you understand what I mean by the universal substance as I go through this illustration. Realize that nothing co-eternal or independent of God can exist at any time. Everything must emanate from that, as I will at this time attempt to illustrate to you through a physical body. The sperm in the physical body, which this picture shows, remember that there is nothing outside of this circle. This embraces the universe in its totality. And this represents that sperm. Now I would like for you to realize that this that we have here is manifested in the physical body in the regions that I will point to in the physical body. Consider this to be the womb. And in your consideration of it being the womb, that sperm is a secretion that is generated in your physical body. But in the Godhead, God is masculine and feminine united into one body. And the birth of the universe takes place in the same way that a child is born. The head first, and the remainder of the body comes on down from that. Now I would like for you to see and understand how the Godhead is explained in conjunction and connection with this. This secretion here that is in the generative organs of the physical body, God took on shape and form. That shape and form is not physical, but incorporeal. It took on the form of a man so that Moses and the prophets could see in visions, and the revelation of what they saw in the vision could be understood in nature. It was necessary for God to take on shape and form. In that shape we call him Jesus Christ, better known as Christ, not Jesus, because Jesus refers to the flesh, which you will see still remains within that cycle. All of us, both man and woman, or male and female, is spirit materialized. Hence, or therefore, the attributes forms your soul, such as wisdom and intelligence and so forth and so on, forms your soul. Those attributes are encouched or appear to be within the physical body. Your mind, which is synonymous and equivalent with spirit, is God without shape and form. Therefore, you can, in bodily presence, be in one place, and your mind be in another. And so, therefore, I believe if you understand my expressions, you can see how God, being all in all, took on shape and form, Christ. Later, took on physical form, transmutation, I have reference to, into that physical body. Those three form the concrete, and that is a picture of what you are as you are. So now I think that we understand one another. If there is any questions about that in the future, I'd be happy to answer. I know that it is not generally understood. So as we go about pointing these things out, we want you to remember the Godhead, the Father, the all in all, Christ, the incorporeal form that he took on before he began to create anything that was created. For this reason, every animate and inanimate object in the universe, including the universe in its totality, had to reflect back to that invisible God of the universe, that he might be portrayed in nature from its atomic structure and its molecular structure on to the sun, moon, and stars. Since you have that concept in mind, then we would say that God is threefold. The Father, one. The Word, or Christ, two. The Holy Spirit, three. That constitutes the entire Godhead, as it is and as it will be revealed in chart form. For that reason, the charts have to be made up in a threefold sense.